So today we got for you big news. Andrew Tate sat down with Patrick Bet David, Valuetainment. Big shout out to Valuetainment.
All right.
And they did another interview. It's their second interview. Both of them are about 5 hours long. It's also Andrew Tate's second interview since being released from jail, prison. Now he's on house arrest for the final month of the 180 days limit.
All right. So Gotti boy's out. Okay.
He's been out for 60 days, going on 90 days house arrest. And we put some clips together, some little snippets from the interview.
All right. So
enjoy it. And then tell me what you think.
Trying to clarify now?
It's a 5-hour interview. We got about 5 minutes of snippets.
All right, let's see.
They could do this to anybody. So I think any man with a brain who's thinking is looking at my position and going,
The Matrix.
They hit me, or my friends, or my son, or my dad, the same way they're hitting this guy. And that builds a degree of affinity amongst all of us. So no, they failed. They failed, and they made a hero out of me, which is what I'm actually scared of.
They made him a martyr.
Wow, look at that.
I am scared by the incompetence of my enemy. I'm scared by the fact that they are failing so monumentally. If they had been half successful with the cancellation, none of this would have happened. If the cancellation made me an obscure internet personality, it'd be over. If I would have just allowed them to beat me, none of this would have happened. But I beat them. And that's the problem. Now I'm sitting here going, okay, well after I beat the BBC, after I destroyed the BBC, Tristan
he's talking about he's scared. This is a 4-time world champion kickboxer. Grew up poor on the streets of London, stabbed, all of that, and he's scared now.
The Royal Navy was obviously renowned.
You're dealing with the Matrix, so let's see who knows what else they're going to throw.
They're capable of many things.
And the Hood should have outgunned the Bismarck.
Stay tuned.
The best German. Tristan gave me a high five. He said, "Oh, you wrecked. They're going to look so stupid." I said, "Bro, we've sunk the HMS Hood. HMS Hood in World War II. HMS Hood was the British battleship. It was the flagship of the Royal Navy. And the Royal Navy was obviously renowned. It has been for hundreds of years. It was the best battleship. And it was up against German battlecruiser, the Bismarck. And the Hood should have outgunned the Bismarck. And it was the best German ship.
Everybody knows there's more guns in the Hood.
Against the best British ship. By absolute fluke, the Bismarck, on its first volley or second volley, landed a shell perfectly through the top of the Hood and blew up the ammo magazine. And like in the first shot, within minutes, destroyed the entire HMS Hood. Killed like, I think it was like 3,000 people, 2 survivors. You can find the video on YouTube, the Hood blow into pieces. When Churchill found out the Hood was sunk, he said, sink the Bismarck, don't care what it costs. He sent every ship, every plane, every sub diverted from every other mission. Doesn't care if we lose every plane we have, don't care if we lose the RAF. We cannot lose the Hood without him losing the Bismarck. Sink the Bismarck. When the Bismarck sunk the Hood, all of the crew were celebrating, except the captain. The captain updated his will. He updated his will and telegraphed home to his wife and said goodbye. Because he knew. When I destroyed the BBC, my brother was celebrating, I knew. I said, Tristan, no. You don't beat the British Broadcasting Corporation and make fools of them like this without some new bullshit. We sunk the Hood. And he's like, oh, we'll see. Oh, who's this? Evie? Evie. I fucking knew it. I'm winning too well. I'm scared by the incompetence of these clowns.
The incompetence of these clowns. He knows, you know.
Yeah, it's not over.
They keep shooting bullets at him, and they're just bouncing off.
They're definitely, I mean, who knows what they're going to throw at you. They're going to throw a lot of shit at him now. He's not out of the neck of the woods, bro.
I'm genuinely looking for guidance here. Am I supposed to roll over and fucking lose? When they're lying about me and slandering my name and trying to put me back in a fucking dungeon?
What would you do? You just going to roll over?
No, man.
Hell no. You're going to fight back. You're going to fight and speak your mind.
The thing is,
speak truth.
Is the consequences now, is it going to affect them now? Or do you roll over? If you roll over, what happens if you roll over? It just goes away. You take the L, but not really an L, and it goes away. If you keep battling them, what's going to happen? This is going to be prolonged and prolonged and prolonged.
So take the L and sit in jail for sex trafficking that you didn't do?
No, they're going to have to prove stuff.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. They don't have any evidence.
I don't mean so much take the L, meaning just take the L and go to jail and do all that. I'm saying the instigation. If you fire back and instigate, it makes this longer and longer.
Yeah, he's prolonging. He's fighting for himself and his rights and all of that. He's prolonging the process rather than just rolling over, taking whatever, maybe a plea deal or whatever. When you're innocent, you fight. That's what you have to do.
Well, yes.
Well, yeah, that's what he's doing.
You fight in court, not like this. You go tit for tat on fucking.
But that's what the plan is.
Interviews. You go back and forth.
They're allowed to hold you in detention for 180 days in Romania. He's on the last, whatever it is, 20-something days of his 180 days. So after this final 30 days of house arrest, he comes to the end of 180. And now they got to make a decision. Do we indict him or actually arrest him, and then it goes to trial? Or is it dropped and dismissed? So we're going to know shortly what's going to happen, or at least what the future brings. It'll either be done and over with, or he goes to trial.
Well, let's see if they got any evidence, any hard evidence, rather.
So far, they don't. They have evidence that exonerates him.
Okay, so.
All I could do is protest my innocence, but they're such idiots. I make them look so stupid, and then there's egos involved. You think Lucy Williamson hasn't been called into a meeting room?
Yeah, she probably got roasted by her bosses.
Yes, she has. There's egos involved.
His grill.
Big businessmen with business interests have ego investment in hurting me now, and I keep winning. So I don't know. I'm in a very precarious scenario. Do I continue to win? Do I let them win a bit? Do I just roll over and shut up? What am I supposed to do? I don't know what the right move is. It's difficult. The best thing I can do is just look to God and tell the truth. And that's what I'm doing. A lot of the reason they dislike me so much is my perception.
Well, my man, hopefully the truth will prevail.
Yes, more than definitely.
I've had people who say, I hate what you say. I say, what do I say? And after talking to them a while, they say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Of course.
It's the perception of aggression. It's the perception of masculinity that they're afraid of. And
the perception of aggression, not what you say, but how you say it.
It's hypocritical. And it's hypocritical, and it's done on purpose. It's purported by the Matrix. It's done to attack the baseline masculinity of men because they don't want men to be masculine. Because when you're masculine, you say no to things. I was stuck in a room for 93 days in one room. I did not leave. That is where I was. I was allowed to go to the fridge once a day, which is a 3-meter walk and back. That's it. I can't.
Wow.
Hey, at least they gave him a fridge. He had a fridge, bro.
Hey, you got to eat, right?
Yeah, well, I never seen a jail cell with a fucking fridge.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I have either. Maybe it's like the fridge for the whole, dorm, the whole block or whatever. I don't know.
He probably was in a jail suite somewhere in Romania.
3 by something, 3 meters. That's no suite.
Oh, well.
I can't say with honesty that I strongly considered giving up. It never crossed my mind. It was there for a second. Do I need to do this? And after like half a second, it was like, yeah, I do. I don't know why. I can't. It doesn't make logical sense. Kids made me want to do it.
Got it.
I look up to my father as a hero, and I would hate for my sons to look up at me and not see me as a hero. A scar, a dark spot was identified on my lung, and I had follow-up tests booked.
Yeah, they saw a spot on his lung, whatever. Somehow medical records got leaked, and the whole internet was up in arms. Oh, my God, Andrew Tate has lung cancer. Andrew Tate has lung cancer. But turns out it wasn't. He did have a spot, though.
So they just try to fuck this guy up in any type of way they can. And
yeah, not only that, but anything you can say or talk about him, it brings you viewership and publicity and all of that, whether it's good or bad,
True.
For February. So after the first 30 days, I called up my PA and she said, are you coming to Dubai? I said, well, yeah, if they let me go, at the end of these 30 days, I'll come to Dubai for my medical tests. They took that conversation and used it in court, saying I'm trying to flee the country. I'm trying to escape the judicial system as motivation for the second month's arrest.
Wow.
And the judge agreed and locked me in jail. And I decided to go to the hospital here and have it looked at, because although I was not concerned, I thought, you know what? Although it's difficult to do procedures in jail, I have time for once in my life. It's funny because people look at my physique when I put pictures up and they're like, what's your meal plan? I'm like, bro, cigars, coffee.
Coffee and cigars.
Coffee and cigars. I eat once a day.
What time?
I eat dinner only. So when I say
That's kind of like me. I kind of only eat once a day. I might not have 3 steaks like he claimed.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Once a day?
Intermittent fasting.
You're good with eating once a day?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, well.
If I eat, all I want to do is sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
So no breakfast, lunch, nothing. You straight out dinner?
Don't. Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
I'm up at 8, 9, 10 in the morning. don't usually eat until like 7, 8, 9 at night.
That's crazy.
Or later on occasion.
Islam is the last religion on earth. I say it because it seems to be the only one who will stand up and say, no, we don't care. No, that's not what the book says. No. I was raised Christian, and Muslims as a whole, we have no problems with Christians. None at all. I don't want anyone to think I'm anti-Christian, like I dislike Christians. We don't have a problem with Christians. We believe in a lot of the same things. We believe in Jesus. We put more respect on the name of Jesus than most Christians do.
Wow.
What do you got to say about any of that?
Well, look at this. Can you read that?
While the aircraft was indeed throwing flames at the treetops, this does not mean it started the wildfires.
Oh, no.
The helicopter was carrying out what is known as planned ignition, a technique intended to control the spread of the flames.
I don't know how.
I don't know how either.
Work. How is that supposed to work, though?
Dude, let me start a fire in the back room of your house, just so the rest of the house don't burn down. Don't worry.
Nah,
it's a planned ignition.
It can't blow down the whole block.
No.
Not at all.
Look at them. Starting a fire with a helicopter.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I don't know how that translates to containing a fire. That seems like it spreads fire.
And they
how
all
does that
seem
work?
to start simultaneously. Well, here's the satellite imagery. Wow.
Look at that.
This is some insanity to me. Yellow skies here in New York City.
In New York, you're coming out, you see yellow skies.
Empire State Building, the Freedom Tower.
Smelling all types of fumes, right?
Yeah. Statue of Liberty. Pretty crazy to me, man. I never experienced anything like it.
No.
I've backpacked and been in the woods and was a Boy Scout and started many fires camping. I don't know. It didn't smell like wood burning to me.
Really?
I never saw yellow skies. Briefly, I caught wood burning, but then it was like plastic and chemically smelling.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I didn't really smell chemically.
I was out in it all day, and you know how many people were like, wow, you're not wearing a mask? Wow, why are you not wearing a mask? You're crazy.
Yeah, well, everybody just brushes stuff off and you deal with it in the moment, but not knowing that it's actually harming you.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it was bad for like a week, right? It's been lingering on.
It was, 2, 3, 4 days maybe. It was for a little while. Had to deal with toxic air.
Yeah.
Should have busted out my gas mask.
Imagine what Canada was dealing with.
That's the other part. I saw pictures of Canada where it was just clear skies.
No. Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah. You got to look that up later.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So basically, all that cloud flew to us.
Sort of, yeah. That's a little strange, right?
Very strange, brother.
What'd you think of Josh Taylor Teofimo fight?
Oh, that was an excellent fight.
Good fight.
Excellent fight. Even though I had Josh Taylor winning the fight, but Teo pulled one out of the hat, brother.
Teo pulled it off. I got to give him a lot of credit. Big shout outs to Teofimo Lopez, our fellow Brooklynite.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Teo, bro.
Yeah.
To me, the fight started out, it looked like he was losing, and then he came on strong. He just won every round.
Round went by, he got stronger and stronger, it seemed like.
5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. He just won on. He just won every round moving forward. And he won convincingly, and he surprised me. I didn't think he had it in him.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez.
But good for him. Let's see where he goes next. I mean, heard he was contemplating retirement.
I think that's just some publicity bullshit. He's just saying.
I agree with that.
25 years old, top of your game, you're going to retire right now?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. You got a good 10 years left in you.
Yeah. Let's see what he does. I think it was just to cry out for money, He was saying he wasn't getting paid.
That's what it was.
The money should be getting paid.
That's exactly what it was.
Let's see. Do you think he deserves more money?
I mean, fighting in big championship fights on pay-per-view and this and that, yeah, why not? Everybody else that does that for belts is making more money. So I don't see him being in the wrong. But to cry retirement, that's a little extreme.
I guess that's the tactic that he's going to use.
So
to try to
instead,
get more money.
I'm not happy making $2 million. I want to make $15 million. So you're not going to give me $15 million. So I'm just going to retire. I don't really like that mentality.
Well, let's see. Let's see what he does moving forward.
Yeah. What about the Mayweather Gotti?
Oh boy,
Oh,
Mr. Mayweather.
This was some
It's
funny
easy money for
nonsense.
him. You know the deal. It's easy money. It's not really. It's entertainment. That's more.
Look at this.
You know.
The ref kept telling him to break, stop cursing, stop being so rough.
He's holding him by the head, huh?
Yeah, holding him by the head.
Dirty tactics by Gotti.
Look, Mayweather's smiling, having a grand old time, popping him at will. Fuck you, he told the ref.
Wow. Look at this. Oh.
Oh,
look,
big
he
right
clocked
from
him.
Mayweather.
He said, "Let me
and that was
back up."
enough. All right, I'm good.
He
I'm good.
felt that one.
That was
He
great.
was frustrated. It seemed like he was frustrated the whole fucking fight because you can't hit a ghost. You know how Mayweather is.
Yeah, stick and move. That's what Mayweather was doing the whole time.
He was frustrated. He frustrated Gotti. That's what it seemed like.
Oh,
And,
yeah, he was definitely
so,
frustrated.
you know what? Fuck it. Let me go get him. Let me sneak a cheap shot in. Let me play dirty.
He was
Headlocking
ready to
him.
pull a Tyson and chop his ear off.
Unbelievable, man. I mean, it was entertaining. I mean, that's what it was. Entertainment.
And that's it.
I don't consider it as a...
It was an exhibition of entertainment.
Yeah. That's all. Just leave it at that. That's basically what it was.
Tell us in the comments below, what did you think of the fights? What do you think of these wildfires? What do you think of Andrew Tate? And
Please
that's all we got.
Comment in the comment section.
Yeah, leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe this video.
And we will be highly appreciative of your
support.
Of your support and clicking that subscribe button. Peace out, everyone.